My name is John Titus. This is my wife Bev, and we're here because we were invited by Samina. We met her at a Department of Peace conference in 2005 in Washington, D.C. We were invited there because our daughter was killed on September 11th, 2001, and she was a flight attendant on United Flight 175. Her name was Alicia. So the work that Samina is doing in the American Muslim Voice is very important to what we're trying to do as well. We immediately after our daughter was killed, we decided that we did not want to go to war, that we felt like that those responsible should be brought to court in an international court of justice, and that we needed to work towards peace building and deal with peace and justice issues the same as the American Muslim Voices. And I think it's very important that American Muslims are being considered for who they really are.
The focus of American Muslim Voice, is very direct, it's very simple to understand, especially after the climate of 9/11, when Muslims were very wrongly understood, and when Islam, the religion of Islam, has always been a puzzle to the average American, a lot of clouds of mystery. And like many other organizations on the field, ANV came in the right time and in the right place, and from day one they started doing taking the message what Islam stands for to the American public at large, and I think that is very, very wonderful.
Yeah, so my name is Mauricio Palma, and I'm the Director of Initiatives at Silicon Valley Community Foundation. American Muslim Voice, I believe, is doing critical work not only to bring forward peace. I think of two other P's that are connected to it: policy and program work, where organizations throughout our region are interacting with Muslims, community members, and often do not have the tools necessary in order to embrace in a culturally competent manner the community. And I think American Muslim Voice sets the table where some of the conversations that are necessary in order for folks to acquire those skills.
I've been very impressed with Samina's work for a lot of reasons. I first met her when I was at a meeting about the right of the MCA to build a minaret, where a lot of people, very prejudiced people, came. And of course, Samina, as she always does, was standing for justice. I especially like the fact that she's a very feisty woman. I enjoyed the way she works and advocates for causes. Then, when she invited me and my family to an iftar at her house in Palo Alto, I enjoyed the fact that there were people from all kinds of groups.
I'm a professor, and I teach a multicultural foundations course to prospective high school teachers, which is based around trying to undo all of the isms that their schooling has socialized them to believe: racism, classism, Islamophobia, homophobia, all of these oppressive forms of behavior towards people who are, for the most part, on the downside of power. I found out about American Muslim Voice because, for one thing, Samina lives in my community, and I had heard that she was doing workshops to try and address the fallout from 9/11. So I have invited her to speak in my classes and to help re-educate people about the way in which the government has basically terrorized not only Muslims, but a large part of our society.
She would set up a table of food at Hamilton Plaza in Palo Alto and be just giving out food. Now,
I know she did all of this work out of pocket. She was always, here she could have been someone who, in my view, could have been someone who could have just gone and hidden her house because of some of what I heard had been happening for these people. But she didn't do that. She went out. And so this is where I learned a lot about maybe how to be a better human being. Really, I think I learned that from Samina.
My name is Mohammed Asif Satar. I known American Muslim Voice since last year. I was watching very closely their work, and I'm very much impressed that a good cause the Sister Samina is doing to awareness to the society and create a harmony at a ground level. We just need to create a very nice atmosphere so all of us can live together peacefully.
A woman who is powerful, advocates for justice, educates people about Muslims. She advocates for justice for a lot of causes, including immigrants, undocumented immigrants, regardless of faith, of course. I last met her at a meeting where she was speaking eloquently in front of the Board of Supervisors in San Jose to influence the vote so that undocumented immigrants and immigrants would have the same rights and not be handed over to ICE if they got out of jail. So again, I think she's a very impressive advocate for social justice for Muslims, but for social justice for all groups.
The American Muslim Voice draws on commonalities and humanity and opening the hearts and minds of all people everywhere. I think is what's going to help heal all of us.
I believe very much that we are all deeply interconnected in ways that we can't really fathom. And by understanding and overcoming our fears and understanding what Islam is about, what the Muslim community is about, it helps us to find those commonalities and to bridge the gap that too often serves to divide us.